just for the purpose to prove my point. When you're sitting there and you're not got nothing to do, you're gonna say, okay, what's the point here? You're gonna see how much time you have from 4:40 before everyone gets up at 7. You'll realize how much time you have in your day of how much you can do in your day to maximize your day. These two fundamentals that you just started, you will see, and if you stay consistent with it, you will start seeing clarity in your life. You will start seeing, my gosh, I have a lot of time on my day and I wasn't doing nothing. How much can I fill these voids in? Man, amazing. Without him in my life, I seem like I'm not contaminated. I feel like I have a fighting chance here. I feel like smoking less weed. I'm feeling better. I'm not like talking about other people. Fire 3 people from your life, dead by 4:45. If you're not willing to do those 2 things and you're 9 to 5 and you're broke like I was, you don't have a fighting chance. And the only reason you can't do this is because you are used to this routine like someone on heroin that can't get off. This is how powerful habits are.
Yeah.
People want to make fun of people on drugs. Guess what? What's the difference if you have excuses? It's hard to get off.
I agree.
The only one that's going to save you is you.
Yeah. You know, what's crazy is, so I got in a habit of overeating, right? And so a goal I made, I brought in this guy he came in from California. He's becoming a friend, and he was on the podcast, and he's a big fit guy, you know, young entrepreneur, very young entrepreneur. And I said, look, just being around him, I said, I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to go from 4:30 to 4. I'm going to start a little work. We just moved in our new house. We were building it. We finally moved in.
Right.
Yeah. And so I'm doing that. And just waking up earlier, even if I wasted an hour, I'm still an hour ahead. You know, but now I'm rolling into the office earlier. I just had a breakfast meeting yesterday. So I wouldn't have it would have been a lunch meeting. So now I can get a breakfast meeting in and then still have time. So like, these extra 1, 2, 3 hours, that's just more we could do in our day to get more things done to go towards the goals we want.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing. And Chris, imagine the ones that do have children. How are you not motivated to make a difference? How dare you raise them and teach them what was taught to you? Not to say that anything bad about your mom or dad, but there's better ways to practice life. And you know that. How dare you tell your kids, don't hang out with that one. Don't do that, but yet you're doing it all?
I love it. I love it. Another thing you talk about is stack and rack, right? Stack and rack. I'm doing that right now. And for the people listening, the audience, explain what stack and rack means. Break that down, because some people just don't get that.
So stack and rack, man, I changed my relationship with money. I grew up seeing my parents and my family work for money. I never seen them create money. And there's 2 differences. So I started having a relationship many years back where I was not going to burn it. I was not going to flash dance it. I was not going to buy a piece of material shiny thing to impress Chris. I lost like that. Stack means I save my money. Rack means I invest my money. And I want to tell your viewers and listeners, if you do a Google, and you just type in 1 penny compound a day in 1 month. Most people are shocked. 1 penny a day that's compounded each day for 30 lousy days. What do you think that equates to, Chris? Just a guess.
10 million.
$5 million in 30 days.
That's a lot.
When I started realizing what I could turn $1 into $10, I started really saying, my gosh, let me save $10. I am so obsessed to make sure money is working for me. I don't work for money. That's how you become financially free. I wanted to get off the hamster wheel. Most of us are on this hamster wheel. We can never get off like my family, my mom and dad. Anytime you get off the wheel, bills are not paid, things crumble down. I fly free, man. I never, ever have to go to that hamster wheel unless I'm disrespectful and don't have a good relationship with money. I understand the power of money, how it can make and break you.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Stack and rack. That's the way to go. You know, save and invest. Save and invest. That's, I mean, very simple. And it could be anything. It could be save $5 a week. I tell a lot of our employees, save anything, save $40 a week. You know, and some of them, you know, obviously it's a different level, right? We offer 401k and stuff, and I know it's a different level as you get up, you know, that changes.
Yep.
But for, you know, the standard employee, I said, save, invest, get into something, because if you're into nothing, you're into nothing. You know, and
I see so many young people making $1 million a year. I know some young people making $500,000 a month, and they're blowing all their money, and they have no idea. They truly don't understand the fundamentals of investing. They don't understand money. And a lot of people, including the ones that are not making that type of money, they're in the same boat. They're working for money instead of saying, how do I figure out to have a relationship with money and create money? I am sick of working for money, because you're not going to get wealthy. You're going to work for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about different types of investments? You know, since we're on this money talk, I was recently looking at T-bills, right? We were talking about that a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit of that because there's money I don't need to touch. So what do you know, for these young entrepreneurs, or these young, you know, like, what are some good avenues to invest in? Say they don't know, they're not sure. Obviously, we talk multifamily and business. What would you say for them, that first step of investment or something like that?
Number one, self-improvement. The best investment is yourself. If you're not willing to invest yourself, don't start investing elsewhere if you're not investing in yourself first. Think about it. You are the anchor in your life. If your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul is not right, nothing else is going to be right. If you don't understand about money, if you don't understand about these fundamentals, how are you going to be successful? So invest in yourself, number one. If you have a business, reinvest in that business. Real estate will come secondary. After you start stacking, you're going to rack into real estate. I believe in these three fundamentals: invest in yourself, 2, your business, 3, real estate.
Love it. That's kind of,
these 3 things are my core values. That's where I choose to invest myself, because I'm 1 out of 8 billion. I want to bring that better Bobby, that Michael Jordan Bobby, that mindset. 2, in my business, whatever that may be. 3, the excessive stack in real estate.
That's so crucial, because people think the investment in themselves has to be expensive. It can be inexpensive because there's a lot of resources out there. YouTube, you know, all the podcasts,
I'm glad you said that, dude. I'm so glad. I'm sorry to interrupt you. So if you're listening, Bobby, if you're younger Bobby, younger Sophie, or even if you're a Bobby like me, man, 56 years old, and you're freaking broke. Well, Bobby, how do I invest myself? I got no money. Listen to me. You have time today. What are you doing with your time? Can you read a friggin' book, how to improve your mindset? Can you go to a local free community conference about whatever? Can you do something other than how you do time today? That is investing. You're investing your time. It's worth more than money. So when I hear that and I hear, I don't have money to buy a mentor, I get so disgusted. How dare you? But you have time to scroll on Instagram when you're waking up and seeing all that flash dance. Oh my God, look at that car, look at that Ferrari. Oh, look at that chick. What is that? There's no return on that.
Yeah. I was talking to a young lady the other day. She came into my office, and she's getting into marketing and stuff, and she wants to create logos for me and all that good stuff. Anyways, and she wasn't sure about what she wants. You know, she's going to school, and I told her, I said, look, invest in yourself and go work for someone for free. I go, you're going to learn, go pick somebody, whoever's killing it. She was doing the math. We were doing the math with her college and her job. She would equal that 0. And I said, what is this going to pay you out? Or what are you going to gain from this? You know, and I said, just go work underneath someone, because you have right now you do have more time than money, right? So at some point you got to change that. She was already making 0, and I was like, you might as well keep making the 0 and go learn something extravagant, like just learn something that's going to change your life, because it's a free resource. You know, I mean,
I love it, man.